So it's the hero next door. How did that theme, that idea come about?
Bemi wrote a book called 8th Grade Super Zero, which, if you haven't read it, is one of my favorite books I've ever written, seriously. But that book was about a regular old kid who becomes a hero to his community, right? And I was like, hey, those are the stories we need more of. And that's why I went to Bemi and I said, Bemi, I want an anthology that has stories like that has kids being heroes and just, regular old, original, normal people and being the heroes of their stories.
I grew up reading comic books. I wore my Spider-Man shirt today because I always thought of the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And so when I had a chance to write heroes for this anthology, I wanted my heroes to be the heroes that help their community.
I just so intensely dislike this idea, especially, it's not limited to boys and men, but it's a particular problem there where you have to do it yourself. If you're a real man, you don't ask for help. In all of my stories, community, the people who are the hero get help from the people around them, and I think that's just so important. What a burden to have the message be in story after story. No, you have to do this yourself. No, this is, you're a kid and you have to do this yourself? No, it's got to be about community, but our culture values individualism and innovation more than history and community. And that's what I'd love to see shift.
I gotta go after that? The traditional idea of a hero changes all the time, right? We've got superheroes, we've got people in communities, we've got people probably here, we've got librarian superheroes, right? Everyday heroes. So I think people should just go out and do heroic things every day. Even small things. It doesn't matter what they are. Everybody can be a hero.
In terms of the relationship with superheroes and heroes in general, it's complicated because I grew up playing Wonder Woman because of Linda Carter, but I played with my neighbor and I got to be Steve. And I always wanted to be Wonder Woman, but I accepted that I got to play Steve because I don't think I thought I could be. So it's amazing to just even have a little brown girl who's a Pakistani American Muslim like me in this anthology who gets to be a hero for just being herself, and living her life.
So Ellen's last question, why is WNDB in the business of publishing at all? Why does WNDB publish these anthologies?
These books are really important because I always think about when we did the first anthology, turning to all our contributors and saying, write the story that you wish you had read when you were younger. Write the story that you wish could have given you that feeling of belonging, of representation that I know I never had as a youngster, and that other kids can see us too and recognize us as humans, as equals, as heroes, that we are part of the community just like everyone else. So I feel like these books are part of that answer of teaching kids empathy, of teaching them that we are all the same inside and that we should have the chance to be our own heroes and that they should recognize that, all of us.
Thank all of you. All of you wrote such beautiful and powerful stories. You made my job super, super easy. Thank you all for being here and joining us today, and thank you so much, Ellen, for your work as CEO and founder of WNDB, for just joining this long, hard fight towards freedom and justice and helping us imagine the world the way it should be. Thank you.